So we are going to be talking about the single life. I know the reunion has already come out, but I have not watched part 1 and part 2 yet. So I'm just going to talk about the back episodes, the last 3 episodes of it. And we're just going to go ahead and get right into it, you guys.
Yes.
Chantel and Giannis, I don't...
He's not feeling her like that.
I don't think he's feeling her.
And I don't think she is too, if she will just stop for a second.
And ask herself
and
if she
stop
likes him.
getting involved. Just stop being in love with the idea of love.
That's what we do
Stop
as
being
women.
in love with the idea of loving internationally. Stop being in love with that idea. If she will just stop for a moment, she might realize...
We really don't have much in common. The conversations are kind of dry. Yes, he's fine. But that's about it. Yeah. She will see that. Because I feel like as women, somebody says something online that I thought was very poignant. You know, that I think the person said one issue. It was somebody who said it online that said, you know, the issue that women have in the dating world is that they instead of them choosing who they want, they are waiting to be chosen. And whoever chooses them, that's who they go with because they want to be loved. They want to be loved.
They want to be chosen.
They want to be chosen. I mean, even with that
like
whole love is blind thing.
The prince and all this stuff.
Well, I think because the thing is sometimes we have this desperation thing. You know, we want to be loved. We can't wait for that. She wants to have children. She wants to have a family. This guy says, yes, I want to get married. I want to have a family. He hasn't introduced you to his family. He hasn't, said, hey, I want to get to know your family. I feel like when a guy is really interested in you, he's going to ask you questions that maybe even sometimes you wouldn't even think that you should be asked. Like he's going to be asking you about children. How do you want to raise children? Your mom. Can I talk to your parents? Like he's going to be asking you those questions that will let you know that you're serious. I was talking to somebody. I was very serious. I had met him on a dating app or whatever, stuff like that, and immediately he was like, okay, what's your Waleed's number? Like, when are you looking to get married? What do you look for in a partner? What do you expect from your spouse? Like, just asking all these really serious questions that showed me that he was very interested. So I feel like when somebody is really interested in you, they're going to ask you those questions, and they're not going to waste your time either. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
they're going to want to meet your family. They're
going to want to impress
your family.
you.
They're going to, and they're also going to want you to meet their family. Like all of that stuff.
And then also the thing is, they're not going to, I can't remember. They're going to want to impress you. Like if you say you're in different time zones or whatever the case may be, because I'm in Tanzania, whoever is talking to me probably it's maybe like a 12-10 hour difference. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to make themselves uncomfortable. Like if they have to get up early in the morning to come talk to you because they know you're only available from this time to this time, they're going to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Like when a man makes himself uncomfortable for your comfort, that's somebody who sees you long term. And they're not just going to ask you questions, but they're going to act on it. Their actions are going to speak louder than words. I felt their last date for Chantel, Giannis, he took her to a field. He didn't let her know where they're going or whatever. But this woman was in
outside in a field?
Soccer field. She was in a skin-tight bodycon dress, very cute, wearing high heels. She had to...
So he didn't tell her to wear sneakers?
No. Didn't give her anywhere
and
all.
He didn't buy sneakers for her? Like ask her shoe size and say, I have a pair of sneakers for you?
No. Didn't do that. Took her to some soccer fields to show, oh, hey, I'm a soccer player. For the cameras, I felt. And didn't even have the decency, it's her last day. Oh, I'm going to show her where I'm going. But you do it late at night, for one. You don't go and say, hey, look, I want to spend the whole entire day with you. It's your last day. We're going to go to brunch. Then we're going to go to the beach. And then after that, I'm going to take you back to get dressed. We're going to go do a nice dinner. He didn't make it a whole date thing. Or where do you want to go? Because I feel like also men really should not be planning dates. I feel like... Because I think somebody said the universe grew or whatever, stuff like that. You know, A man who plans dates is somebody who dates a lot and who will be very active in the dating scene. A man who's really interested in you, he's going to ask you where you want to go because one, it's not a red flag, and it's not that he's not a planner, but he wants you to have the best time there is.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want you taking me to dinner and you take me to Chili's when I like Ruby Tuesdays or whatever the case may be, or I like Cheesecake Factory or whatever.
Listen, we like Ruby Tuesday, okay?
I love Ruby
people might
Tuesday.
not like the Ruby Tuesdays. Oh, just Ruby Tuesday. Sometimes some of these places are better than some of these 5-star restaurants.
I'm sorry, the 5-star restaurants, the little tiny portions with some little fancy green dressing on the side.
And sometimes
I don't
doesn't
give
have the seasoning.
I don't give a damn about the display. It's the food good
And
though.
Not all of us. Some of them have good food, but the ones some of them I've been to, it's just like I'd rather just be a Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, or if
that
the
would
woman
be-
wants to go on a nice date to the beach or whatever the case may be, or she wants to go to an arcade, like me personally, I like, fun dates, like that are interactive,
Active.
Yeah, the best date I went on, it was like this, it was a spot in Atlanta where like they had like, it was kind of like an arcade, it was kind of like an arcade, but it was like a really fancy one, like for adults or whatever. And they had a place to eat, but we didn't eat there. The guy took me to like a really nice restaurant after or whatever. But it was fun. It was interactive. You get to know people or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
a guy who's into you is going to ask you those questions, and he's going to want to take you somewhere that you want to go to.
And
I thought
he didn't do that for
he didn't
her.
do that for her. So I just felt like he's not
Red
really
flag,
into her.
Chantel.
And then he runs to the car with one rose after she's about to leave and stuff and everything. Then of course when they went to the
rose.
snail festival, it just didn't seem like he was really into her. He really wasn't talking to her like that or whatever. But also I thought it was kind of poor taste though.
Woman, like, I don't know why you waste
I don't
your
know
time
why
with
you
these
didn't-
riffraffs. I don't understand, Chantel.
I didn't know why you didn't like message some of the
How about
wealthier
that
men
how
who
about
were
the base-
in your
how about the
DMs.
baseball player who now forget
I'm
about
not
Drake.
going for-
Forget about Drake. Ew.
Yeah.
But how about the guy like
The baseball player or whatever, like my thing is I would not be going for some brokey in an international country who probably cannot provide for me. And it's not even about providing, but also it's about providing
You don't even have the
spiritually for you, emotionally,
Also,
mentally,
yes.
and financially.
Yes.
Like, let's not sit down here and act like love is the end all
And
be all.
physically.
Love is a bonus.
Yeah.
If you can love somebody, then that's great. But you have to make sure that this man is somebody who will be there for you when times get rough. And the basis of that, I think, is respect and admiration. And I also think it's,
He doesn't
wanting to
like
do
care.
right.
He doesn't seem like he
And
cared about
caring.
her. Just simple thing of caring that she's not gonna be here uncomfortable in some high heels. She even
exactly.
mother.
And she's there barefoot on the nasty grass. And
Okay. I mean, grass is like.
I mean, yes, but sometimes you don't know if a dog ran to that grass and pooped or whatever.
Oh, okay,
You don't
soccer
know.
field
And
over
then
there.
there's worms. Anyway, I love the beach, but you will not really catch me like in camping in the wilderness.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. So I don't really know if he's into her like that. And the man don't look like he really had money. Because if my woman, she come into me like
got the
that,
one who's on
I
the
would have
motorbike?
made. No, not that guy.
Okay. So what do you be in the car?
I don't know. Even if he had that, so he did have a car when he pulled up. I don't know if he rented it. But my thing is, this woman has come dressed so nice. Even if I'm in a soccer uniform, I'm going to go and take you to a dinner because you obviously made all this effort to come see me, and I didn't go pick you up though, and I didn't do any surprise. I took you to a soccer field.
She had to go meet him.
Yes, long time. But let's go ahead and talk about Debbie.
That's why, Chantel, when you find out it's a soccer field, you just say, you know something, I
isn't
see
for
them
me.
going to the soccer field. And it's okay, ladies, to turn around and walk back the other way. It's okay to do that.
Yeah.
Like if you go on a date and you see where the person has brought you, it is actually okay for you to turn around, get back in your car, and just be gone.
Because my thing is, I remember Chantel, she went on a date in New York on the family Chantel, and she was like, I'm going to wear this because I want to know that I'm expensive. And she was very unimpressed by this little arcade date with this guy who had his shirt all the way buttoned down, and she had to be bending over to be doing the pole. You know what I'm saying? Then they didn't even sit down for dinner. That was better than the soccer field at night with the mosquitoes in the nasty grass. So for me, but you have your standards there for the American man. But for some tall international Greek guy, yes, he is fine. Yes, he is. But I'm
That's
sorry, you don't
really
have.
fine, though.
Anyway, that's I don't discriminate with the races,
No,
but
was
as long
he
as they're
really
tall.
cute? I didn't think
thought
he was that
cute.
I don't know. I didn't think that he was that cute.
Anyway, I thought because he was tall.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. That's about it. Because and to me, someone who does that all of a sudden starts to look ugly to me.
Yeah.
So is he still cute, Chantel, to you after that date? Probably not.
But I think because maybe she is getting a little bit on the brink of depression.
Chantel needs to take time after the whole
Not depression,
mess,
but desperate.
I don't think it's desperation. I think you're right the first time around. I think it's depression. After the whole Pedro thing, you had a whole enemy in
Sleeping
your bed.
in your bed. And she's not healed from
what
that.
I'm saying? You have to actually take time out.
I know your friends were talking about how, you need to get on somebody. All that is
those
BS.
Friends you just had.
The trainer and the hairstylist.
Like, come on.
It's okay if you
They're
don't
not
have friends
like that. I mean, you have your good friend who you've had for a while.
Which even I don't really. I think
She's
even
a little odd.
Suspect.
I mean, Chantel, it's okay for you to be on your own for a moment.
And it's
you
okay not
need
to have
do
friends.
That. Yeah, like at this point, maybe make God your friend.
Yes.
And lean into, your family members.
Right.
And be under their covering. And just go to therapy. And just take time to know Chantel.
Because you want love. Like with women, we have to stop listening to these rap songs and these women talking about, yes, I get my stuff on and I move on to the next and forget him and I pop this and I pop that. All that is rubbish.
Yeah.
All that is rubbish. Let's not sit down here and act like we should just be with any and everybody.
I know.
Some people are not worthy.
Yeah.
They're not worthy.
No.
And that is okay.
Because you both are on two different levels.
You're on two different levels. And you have to see you have to make your list. And see who lines up with that. And don't settle. Don't be giving your energy to somebody who, one, is not worth it.
Yeah.
And don't just go with anybody just because you're ready to have a family.
Yeah.
Having children is no little fleet.
No.
It's serious. You are somebody's life is in your hand.
Yes.
And
you
how you
partner.
are will directly affect them from the womb.
Yes.
From the womb.
Yeah.
So you want to have the right really from the person you're with. Because if you got the wrong... You know what's crazy? And I just realized this year, but who you marry will completely dictate where your life goes. Whether that's a downhill or on an upward
trajectory.
Yes. So it's very serious.
Yes,
You could be in a horrible place in your life or you could be in the best place of your life.
Yes.
You could be sad and crying every day for the rest of your life, or you could be just crying with tears of joy because you can't believe that God sent you this divine person.
I know.
And you have to choose right. You can't just be like, it's my time.
There are people. Patient.
Be patient.
Because what you rush to get this awful person
will be a lifetime of hell and regrets.
Ooh.
So Chantel, please just stop the foolishness.
I know.
Anybody who's telling you let's go and be having sex with random men, I just want to say this. Our way of thinking is very backward. It's very, very backward, And I'm just now realizing it. Yeah. But we women, we are the gatekeepers. We are the gene doctors. Mm-hmm. And we have to protect ourselves emotionally and mentally. And we have to be very aware of who we let into our life for even a millisecond.
Yes.
So Chantel, be very aware of that.
Yes.
Go get some healing. Because I see you on the reunion, you're there crying about Pedro again. And I remember you were there in Greece in your little cloth, crying and having a mental breakdown about the guy on the Bora Bora.
You're so cute and so beautiful, honey.
Heal. The right man will come to you.
The right man will come just when
there are women here who are giving birth at 40, 50. Like really, just eat well, freeze your eggs.
Yes. Take your folic acid.
We have spent 14 minutes on Chantel, so I'm going to quickly go through the rest of the people.
No, we'll have to do that on another video. We're going to have to do that on another video.
So this is just going to be about Chantel?
It's just about Chantel.
Okay,
We're taking the time to do this for you, Chantel. I hope you listen.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Well, we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.